Hello, my name is Cameron Brigman, and today I'm going to be talking about fire safety. In 2011, it was estimated over $14 trillion in property damages and 3,000 casualties occurred due to fire. 84% of these were household fires, and today I'm going to be going over some precautions how to protect an accident from happening in your own home. I'm going to be going over some household areas where it could be dangerous. Obviously, you don't want to leave matches in the reach of young children, but there's some other places in the house that you have to keep an eye on too. For one, cigarettes are supposed to be one of the major factors of household fires. When it comes to smoking, it's best to smoke outside, but if you have to smoke, use a deep ashtray so the cigarette won't fall out and burn the carpet and catch fire to the rest of the house. You should also never smoke in your bedroom because you have bed sheets and pillows, curtains, all of that's flammable. And with candles, you don't want to keep them within a foot of a curtain. For fireplaces, you should have them cleaned and inspected once a year by a professional, and always use the metal screen that is placed in front of it to keep the embers from falling out. And you always want to open the flue at the top of the chimney. And you wouldn't want to keep anything flammable within 3 feet of the fireplace. The same thing goes for kerosene heaters, gas lamps. All of this can cause an accident. As far as your electrical wiring goes, you're supposed to have an electrician come out and inspect it once a year. Make sure that all the wire nuts is tightened and everything's grounded. Some people may have extension cords scattered through your house. This is a bad idea. They're only supposed to be temporary ends to a means. If they're frayed, they need to be replaced. Some people tape them up, but that's an accident that can happen too. Also, when it comes to extension cords, you never want to leave them under a rug or stake them to a wall or get them crimped. And they should be Underwriters Laboratories tested. Should have a tag on it. It says UL. Also, your ground plug on your outlet and your appliances need to be up to date, where they have a ground plug on it to prevent overheating. If you're in the winter months using electric blankets, you want to be careful and not lay anything on top of it where it will get crimped, where the wiring will get crimped. Then there are other dangers when using electric blankets. You wouldn't want to spill any food or drink on it, and you definitely wouldn't want to smoke in bed. That's a combination of dangers there. In the bathroom, you have another danger: overcrowded outlets. You want to use them one at a time. Plug them in one at a time and store it away when you're done. Don't keep it full of appliances plugged in. And if it's unusually hot or warm to the backside of your hand, then you need to discontinue, stop using the outlet, and call an electrician. Also, in the bathroom, if you're using a space heater, you want to make sure that towels and other flammable materials are kept away, 3 feet away from the space heater. If you're using a kerosene heater, you want to make sure that the heater is cool before you reload a new tank of fresh fuel. It can cause a fire there. Even though kerosene burns slower, it's still a fire. During the holiday seasons, we all want to be particularly aware of our Christmas trees and proximity of other flammable materials, heaters, fireplaces. And when you leave your home vacant, you should unplug the Christmas tree. Real live Christmas trees are extremely combustible, and the plastic ones are hazardous also. In the kitchen, you have some special dangers to look out for. Over 40% of all household fires started in the kitchen from cooking. So you never want to walk away from your cooking for too long and forget about it. If a fire breaks out inside the oven, you want to keep the door closed, because it's better to just damage the oven than the fire. And if it breaks out in the pan, you want to throw a lid on it. And if you're using a deep fryer, you want to use a screen cover. Of course, all your appliances should be UL listed and should be up to date. Now, taking all these precautions is great, but every home needs a smoke detector or fire alarm. One should be in every bedroom and should be tested once a month, replaced once a year, and sometimes even vacuumed out, say twice a year. Okay, next I'm going to be talking about planning techniques. You should always maintain clear hallways, just in case fire breaks out in the middle of the night. You don't want to be tripping over anything. And you want to have a meeting place where everybody can assemble. You need to have 2 routes of escape for every room of your house. And if a fire extinguisher is present and the fire is small enough for you to put out, then you can put it out. There's the acronym PASS. You pull the pin, aim, spray at the base of the fire. Wrapping up, I have discussed causes of fire around the house and precautions to use while trying to prevent an accident in your home. I hope this information was useful. Does anyone have any questions? If so, you can reach me on my email at cameron.brigman1@emailfttc.edu. And remember, only you can prevent your own fire.